Kia ora team, Thane here from ROGEES Productions, and what I'd like to take you through today is my first aid kit loadout when I'm out hunting. What I'm going to do is take you through each item I have in my first aid kit, a little bit of explanation around why I have it in my kit, and maybe a couple of examples when I've had to use this stuff. Also, I'm going to pack all this kit into Twinneedle's new Hunter's individual first aid kit and explain how the system works. Right, starting off from my right to left, I have the Lucas Paw ointment. That's for like cracked lips, burns, bit of chafing if you suffer from chafing. Over here we have insect repellent, obviously pretty self-explanatory. I normally carry one sachet of Huntsmart in there just in case, but I carry a lot of it on my pack anyway. I carry a set of earplugs just in case you hunt with old muzzle brakes, got no mates, and also for the big O snoring. A bit of a luxury here, I carry a couple of these toe warmers. I've had them in my gloves and the boots when it's gotten a bit cold. Like I said, a bit of a luxury. I carry a Thermarest repair kit for my blow-up mattress, not doll. I have your standard antiseptic wipe to clean your wound. I have the Fast Relief After Bite, Insect Bite Relief. Good old, what every hunter should have in their kit. Whole heap of band-aids, plasters and so forth. Also in here I have got my blister plaster. I personally don't suffer from a lot of blisters, but good to have that in there for friends that do. Over here is something that works hand in hand with cuts and abrasions. This is Celox, which is an anticoagulant, which basically clogs up the wound. First sort of came out for a military application. I think the Navy SEALs were using this stuff, but I've had situations where I've been boning out an animal up in the Ruahinis and cut myself with my bloody Helium knife. Pretty bad cut actually. Sprinkled the stuff in. That's just a cocoa sprinkler out of my coffee. But basically sprinkled it on there, applied direct pressure, and within a couple of minutes I was able to then take it off. It had sealed itself up, quick band-aid on, finish off doing the deer. Standard sort of wound dressings as well. This stuff here, this is come in quite handy over the years. These are Chinese herbal heat patches, kind of like having liniment or deep heat, but in a patch. Wee story, coming out of the Ruahinis, the big O twisted his knee, was pretty bad. We threw one of those patches on and that got him back down home. Standard tape, I'm allergic to certain types of tape, my skin is, so I've made sure that I've got non-micropore tape. This here, I carry all my pills in. My pills are, I've got Imodium, that's the block things up if you got the shits. Ibuprofen, low-level painkillers. I have got 6 magnesium tablets to help with cramp. I've also got my Lorifix, which for me is my antihistamine or suffering from allergies. I've just had a situation not long ago where I got hit. I shot a deer, went over to look for it, ran into a whole heap of wasps and got zapped up pretty bad. Hand swelled up, yeah, pretty nasty. So up here, get some of this, enough to get me back to the car. This other little container of pills, this is the bad boy. This is, I carry 4 tramadols. 2 situations when I've had to use it. Once again, the big O, he seems to be a bit prone to accidents. Coming down off a little embankment, twisted his ankle pretty bad. I think he ended up having 2. He was still like high 8 hours later. But I've also personally, out fly fishing up the Rangatiki, hooked into a big fish, started cartwheeling over backwards, smashed my back. I thought I was going to have to activate the PLB. One of the boys said, "Hey, you on tramadol?" Yeah, I'd never had them before. Popped that in. Ooh, not only did I the pain go away, but I was able to fly fish for the rest of the day. So yeah, tramadol. I don't think you can just get that off the chemist shelf. Moving to more the serious parts of our first aid kit comes down to a tourniquet and an Israeli pressure bandage. Obviously, these 2 items is when you're going to use these when shit's getting pretty serious and you've got a massive bleed on, particularly maybe something like from a heavy knife cut, big fall, or yeah, gunshot. Righty, let's get all this stuff packed in to the new system, see how it works out. Nothing really too clever about this. Obviously, it's about just bundling everything up so that you can get it quick access to it. Said I've got this little pack here just for pills, so if I tell somebody to go in and grab the yellow pouch out, that's got all the pills in it. That's where that goes. There's a bit of room in there, obviously nice and red inside, so you can have a good look for easy identification. Same with the front. Like I said, nothing too special about doing this other than packing in so it sits nicely. Obviously you want to make sure that everything is either in bags and waterproof, and check this every now and then because it does get a bit of moisture in there and things can get a bit mildewy, especially if you come off a hunt and you've been exposed to a bit of rain. So the kit itself has got that one main pouch, and then you have this big hood or sleeve system in here, which I'll show you why that's there. So that in itself is a fairly compact first aid kit. What we've got here is the second part to the system, which is the quick release system, what we would call our trauma kit. So obviously when you're going to get these out, you know it's going to be bloody serious. So Israeli bandage in here. Cat tourniquet in there. It's quite bulky like this. This folds over here, this folds over like this, and so forth. So what you got there is one complete unit for when the shit hits the fan and you've got a major bleed on your hands. So it fits in here like this. That little hood system in there, it's got a small set of Velcro, just a small Velcro patch in there. So I'll show you. So that's how it sits here. It's secured in there, the little Velcro patch obviously, and the idea of this is that when it hits the fan, you should be able to just yank that straight out, and that's go-to. So that's the stuff you're going to go down and if someone's suffering from a really major bleed. So the kit is, with the trauma kit in there, obviously that's quite bulky. When I plan to go on recoveries, obviously I would leave that kit behind and just take this kit here, molly it onto the back of my modulus pack or onto the side of my waist belt. Quite cool here, Twinneedle going to the sort of laser cut molly now, away from the old stitched up molly. Just seems to be nice and tidy. So that is what I carry in my first aid kit, and it's also an introduction to the Twinneedle Hunter's individual first aid kit. I reckon this is going to be the money. If you're keen on the Hunter's individual first aid kit or any other Twinneedle products, pop along to their website twinneedle.co.nz.